Again, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise if you're new. Thank you so much for subscribing. And all the thumbs up, everything you guys do for me. I so appreciate your support. Anyway, I wanted to cover another question for Victoria Cleary. She's saying, assuming some powerful people can remove themselves from Epstein's list, will we ever find out who they are? She's wondering who's at the top of the human trafficking ring in the USA. Which reminds me, I saw a really good movie the other night called The Sound of Freedom. You might want to check it out. But anyway, let me swap out cameras here and I'll bring you over my table. Okay, so I'm starting out with Tarot Marchetti's Kipper, just to get me inside the categories of who these people are. I mean, I'm imagining it's from all walks of life, only geared towards people who have money, because that's who's going to be on that list, or people who either were the victims or the ones that Epstein and Ghislaine were, or Maxwell, whatever we want to call her, the ones that they were trying to extort, basically, right? Oh, and it's so sad. I mean, because I remember some of the parts that really stuck out to me in that movie, that Sound of Freedom, or it's just called Sound of Freedom. At the end, they explained, some stats, and basically it is that human trafficking is a $150 billion a year business worldwide. It's just unbelievable. So sad, unbelievably sad. Okay, but back to the list. Oh, okay. There's a partnership with that card. So with Victoria's question, she's wondering, assuming that some of the powerful people can remove themselves from the list, will we ever find out who they are? And who's at the top of the human trafficking ring in the USA? Of course, it could be from around the world, but I'm going to stick with the USA first. Yeah, unless I get some different cards. Well, you know what? No, I should take that out of there. I need to take that intention out of there because, I mean, we know Prince Andrew's there. So let's just period. Who's at the top of the human trafficking ring? Okay, right there. Oh, so sad. Children from around the world. Oh, sorry, guys. Children from around the world. Oh my God. Brought in from around the world for money. In partnership with the rich to try and get money from the rich. I swear, you guys, just watch that movie. I think it was on Amazon, Amazon Prime. But if you have to rent it somewhere, it's totally worth it. It's not. I mean, the whole subject is sad, but it's not. They don't show anything graphically, and they don't. Even the children that played in the movie, they didn't know the plot, and they didn't really know. They weren't exposed to anything too terrible or anything near to the subject of the movie. So, but if you watch it, it explains how and why this has become such a high dollar business, or such a profitable, lucrative business. Okay, here we have the inner circle negotiations. That's interesting. Let me just keep going. politicians. So many politicians, both sides of the aisle. Most likely Bill Clinton's in there. I can't say who this man is because I'm not assigning the people cards to anyone. I'm just trying to get an overall. And if I get a hit as to someone. But we know Prince Andrew. This would be in his category there because he was a decorated, military person. And we pretty sure bank on Bill Gates and Bill Clinton and absolutely Trump. Hey, why not? I could fit a little more. One more. Scoot you in there. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, it's such an awful thing to be attracted to children like that. I can't even imagine the mindset of that level of, mental illness. Okay, so like I was saying, right here in the center, we have, the entire story. People who are in partnership with all different countries and children for dollars type of thing. Oh my God, it's just so awful. I have to just remove my empathic, just take it out of my body. Otherwise, I can't do this reading. So focus in on just the cards because the story's all right here. Okay, so the high honor card is people who are at top level, the highest level. People who are jet setters around the world. People who, could just get on a private jet and go anywhere they want. And right here, Lolita Express, right here. And if that's not enough of a clue, we have a woman card, This may very well be Ghislaine Maxwell. And this may very well be Epps. But then again, you'd think she would have come through with the woman card. But like I said, I can't name the main male and female as just anyone because, well, unless it was Epstein's list, like if the documents card came through. But she kept a list. Ghislaine kept a list as well. So, but I remember my intention when I was shuffling is that I would just wanted, broad, who it might be on a broad level, and not assigning any. I didn't usually when I shuffle, I have an intention as to, if I'm reading on Trump, the main male is Trump. If I'm reading on, if I were reading on Ghislaine Maxwell, then she would be the main female. But I didn't set that intention this time, so I can't say who they are other than a whole community of wealthy, stable wealthy people. And they're going to be, well, on one level, we're going to be shocked as to what comes out, and on another level, they're going to be very sad and like, uh-oh, crap. But it's already come out in the past about Prince Andrew. That's already, yeah. And I think I think the Queen had her due with him before she crossed over. God bless her soul. But anyway, for sure, Prince Andrew. This would also be any other political person. And yeah, so with the corners, we're looking at, on one level, I just want to say some people are going to be locked up over this, but I don't think that that's the case. It doesn't make sense to me. So I have to look at it as people, well, this is obvious. You guys will go, sure, of course. People who have the most ridiculously, lowest levels of karma in their souls. their souls are locked up. They're basically locked up in negativity until they were, would break themselves out through who knows how much soul work would need to be done. And yeah, so anyway, so it's people who are locked up karmically in their souls. They're extremely wealthy, have extreme resources, and I think they get bored. People who are so wealthy and because they don't really have to work for a living, it's all about the airs and just putting on, maybe Prince Andrew had to show up for all kinds of events, but whatever. But strategies, so whoever these people are, they're people who are bored, and people had a strategy to get out from under their pain. They're trying to change up their pain by, and I'm not going to use the traditional meanings with this card. I'm just going to go by the image, by finding lovers, finding young lovers, especially female lovers, but I wouldn't doubt that there would be, male as well. Because we just have to remember, bottom line, with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, it was all about the money. So some of them got caught up. What I'm getting here is that some of them got caught up in their curiosity. And this is going to be my young. I'm going to look at this as the young woman card, as one of the the stand-in cards for the victims. And I do feel like there's Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine up here with the secrets and the control over these younger women who were just looking to change their very painful the way they were living, their circumstances, their painful circumstances. They were trying to change it up and make some money. And maybe they just even got hooked in on, okay, well, I could go and do this for a half an hour, or an afternoon and make a couple $100. Back in those days, that would have been an incredible amount of money, especially to a teenager. Yeah. So maybe, on looking at this from another layer, this is Virginia Giuffre, who has made it her soul mission to try and help these children. Oh, they were she was a child herself. She was 14. I think she's from Australia. She has tons of courage, but she had been the driving force. So, but anyway, back to the question: if they can remove themselves from the list, will we find out who they are? Will we find out who they are? I've got restriction here. Restriction as to who they are here. I have a strategy that keeps things in a box, and loyalty that stays boxed up. So I'm thinking that some people paid a tremendous amount of money to keep them off, just like Victoria was so eloquently bringing up, paid a tremendous amount of money to some inner circle, someone on the inside, to keep it from coming out. So I would say yes, but will we find out who they are? Some of them. Oh, I just heard photographs. So the photographs that are out there, that have been out there for all these years, those we can trust. Oh, yeah, okay, so the pathway card is from, over the last couple of years at least. But there's still everything that's developed, the strategy, the plans that had developed in the past are changing, but it's still going to be held in like a boxed up situation. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out. But I mean, we've had the list from the little black book, and not really, I mean, just all kinds of names. But for me, honestly, what I'm getting intuitively, now that I can like remove myself from I'm not empathing anything, but I'm feeling like Alan Dershowitz, that Les Wexler dude, all the ones that were named in the past, and and I remember reading on this with Lisa in a live stream, and we were both feeling like, Lisa made the excellent point that Alan Dershowitz is, I think I was commenting on how he, looks like he's been taking a dirt nap, but he's still alive, and like, how does that happen? And she commented on how intelligent he was, like, like that scary smart that could cover everything up. And I'm thinking that he's one of those guys that could have done it. Although I don't have the wealthy man here that would show that legal ambition to actually do it. At this point. But in the past, so in the past, we have to remember that when Trump was in the White House, when we had the Trump administration, he appointed Alex Acosta to, he appointed Alex Acosta, and then the guy had to quit after a while because Alex Acosta was the one who was the AG in Florida at the time that Epstein's trial was going on, like way back. And he's the one that allowed Epstein to come and go from jail, so he didn't have to sleep there at night. Yeah, I mean, that happened. I think he spent 15 hours a day in jail or something, and that was it. And Epstein, for the entire court trial, he said no comment. Just he kept pleading the fifth. So anyway, those who have paid the money, those who have given the most money, have been able to restrict the information from, I think, the official records. I mean, do I have every money card? I have every money card that came through. And I still have this many cards left, so that says something there. Yeah, all the money cards are right here. So the girls were just looking to make money. And then there's an extreme level of regret. Of course, Ghislaine and Epstein got their cut, and some of them maybe were, I don't know if you would consider them homeless, but maybe runaways, things like that, But anyway, she definitely, and this is why she's in prison for at least 20 years, well, her parole could come up someday, but she's been denied already for one part of it. But anyway, I digress. When it comes to her guilt, she's I mean, the grooming, the constant, bringing in new customers. I really do feel like this is Ghislaine, but I would have thought she would have come through as the main woman. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so again, naming who it is, I don't think any of us would be surprised to find Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, Trump. There are photos with Trump. The flight logs on the Lolita Express have named Bill Clinton in the past. Is there anyone shocking? I think I have to use a different system. I think I've gotten all I can out of the Kipper here. So far, in summary, with the Kipper, we've determined that yes, some powerful people have removed themselves with money, by paying money. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use this goofy deck that I got. That I honestly, I don't know what I'll get out of it, but I'm going to try. I've never used it. I just got it. So we will be initiating it here. Just looking for clues. It's just symbolic. It's called Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle. And there's just, I think there's almost 90 cards or something like that. I forget. Or 74, 75. It doesn't matter. Clues. I want clues, please. Thank you for the clues. Thank you for the clues as to who's on the list, whether or not they come out. Because I have determined that a lot of them will not, because they've paid to be removed. But then again, you would think that with Virginia Giuffre's testimony and others, well, see, others have been paid off, that's the thing. And people die, people don't make it, as long as they should, especially when they've been traumatized like that. They tend to have illnesses at younger ages. Okay, so who? The seeds are there. I think I'm going to have to bring this down a little. No, that's a little bit too far. Sorry, right there. Okay. Okay. Moon and the sun. Yeah, so like what's under the iceberg, right? Right. That makes sense. Okay, but who is hidden is my question. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. I hope you guys can see these. They're kind of the same color in the, yeah. Okay. So maybe these are too hard to see, and you're just gonna have to go by what I say. Go by the words. So who could be hidden? Who is underneath the, whether or not their names have been taken off the records? Looks to me like feels like someone older. Yeah, like lots older. I get men and women are hidden. What's under the iceberg mostly is older men who, pipe smoking men, you would think of like way back when. Cigars and pipes and things like that. yeah, it had worked. Okay. On one level, some of these are businessmen who have worked a lot, climbing the ladder. Heart problems I'm getting. Men is, well, shoot, but who, what, I need names. I need names. I've got the energy, but names. This to me speaks to, well, let me read this on a few different levels. Spiritual law that would reveal the truth eventually. Someone's going to put their hand up and reveal. We have, two luminaries here. Even though there's been this solution to close the door and this wall up, spiritual law, and like a bird flies and crows, will rise above, right? Go up above, get over the hidden iceberg, and reveal who these old lifers, men who, I feel like it's men who've worked really hard to, it's like they're old. So I'm really getting clear on what's his name, Alan Dershowitz, and that Les Wexler dude, for sure, because it's like wanting to tap, God, I can't say the words because what's coming to mind is just so grotesque, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to try and name names. Definitely Dershowitz and Wexler, and especially Dershowitz, because he is the one who has tried to, he's the one who has worked really hard to hide the other names. He's the one they paid. He's the one they paid. Okay. And this web, it's going to be seen though. It's going to be seen in this, but he's the one that they paid to, like a thief in the night, to cover things up, to cover up this big web of this darkness. I feel like I need to do another layer. Bear with me. Oops. Yeah, there's that old, time will tell. Oh, whoa. Okay, scarab, okay. Mushroom. Who do we know with the mushroom? Okay, Trump's name's going to be on that list. Whether or not it's revealed, this is what's on the list. Trump. Okay. So the dregs of humanity, the dark dregs of humanity, put their foot down on the black book coming out, because it would cleanse and reveal the karma. Wow. Huh. Someone with an explosive temper. Here's Trump, right here. And then also men who had trouble, whoever these guys are, they, small penises is what I'm getting there. Oh, God. And then with that Ankh symbol before, and the scarab and the eye, this could be the real possibility someone, others from, Egyptian, someone from Egypt, someone from other countries, of course, like, not duh. Man, someone who made money mining diamonds. Now we're getting somewhere. I don't know who this is, but someone who's made a fortune off of diamonds, mining diamonds. Someone who likes kinky sex. Why is it next to the mushroom? A volcano and storm. Oh God, this is just, there's like, there are other messages in here that I don't want to say out loud because it's just disgusting, but, well, it wouldn't have to be, but with these people it is. So you catch my drift, I think. Small, but for what I'm getting clearly, small penises and Trump and people who are normally depressed. And now here's another little weird thing is that a part of them would feel very guilty afterwards, is what I'm getting there, over here. But then that, kind of stuck on this wheel of life and humanity, wondering how humanity would see them if everyone saw the truth. And then connecting with these younger girls and underage children as they, thinking that they're connected to some kind of divinity. Oh, holy cow. On another level, too, this could be someone from the church, from some, we've got people from church, people from high places, like priests, and high up, come in, light a candle, say your prayers, or, you're connected with divinity, you come here. And people who are decorated, older people who are decorated, so this would kind of go with the war, veterans, or not veterans, but this card that we had in the it's my Jack Smith card, but of course it's not Jack Smith, but yeah, this one here, Prince Andrew, and the like. I get that vibe here. So more of those people. Some of them we may not know their names, but that's who's in there. I mean, here's the book. Here's the list. Somebody has stepped on it and tried to make it, leap away, jump away, go away, make it disappear like the way a moth is drawn to the flame. The shell, I don't know what the shell means. Oh, hold on, you know what? I have the list that it came from. What number is the shell? Number 76. Shell is supposed to be peace of mind, tranquil emotions, protection or withdrawal. Okay. Well, yeah. Stomping on the book to protect these dark, the pitchfork would be, I would think, something dark, right? 62. Rebellion, individualism, a violent uprising and conflict. Yeah. Storm and skull. Skull just makes me feel like dead, old, And I mean, I really get that Wexler dude, Wexler and, let's do one more. Wexler and the other, what's his name? Dershowitz. Bell, broom, chalice, rat, snake, dagger, Flute, mirror, harp. Oh, that's interesting. These images here make me think of priests, ministers, church. Like these little dudes like Mike Johnson. I mean, I think he's too young to have been on it. I'd be surprised, but like him is what I'm thinking. I mean, because we've got harp, bell, chalice, but then the betrayal of that. I feel like somebody in the Catholic Church, or more than one people in the Catholic Church, and priests, that type of thing, all over the world. The ones that had access, the ones that had money. Otherwise, what's the point, right? We have to remember with Ghislaine and Epstein, it was all about the money. Trumpet. Here's another one with Trump. Okay, so I think this is the last one I'll do. What am I at? I'm at 35 minutes. Well, yikes. Okay, or more than that, because I swapped out cameras to bring this over my table. So anyway, as far as people, some of them we may not ever see, but it's all those tentacles that go out. Hiding from, hiding, sweeping it under the rug. I've got church in here, definitely church in here. People who are famous. People who were using drugs. Trump, for sure. I hope it comes out with him, and I hope it changes some people's minds about who they vote for. This gives me the feeling of hot tubbing with famous people, sitting around the fire pit with famous people, but they're really rats. They've got a hidden dagger. They're just vipers. And there's a lot. There's just so many of them, and from all over the world coming across the water. I mean, here's Epstein's Island right here, coming across the water. A lot of them are going to be protected to the point where there's just really nothing to see. I'll let you guys, I mean, these cards are just very symbolic, so I'll let you guys read into the messages because I'm seeing some other things over here that I don't want to say out loud. The boot. What's the boot about? Hold on. I'm not getting clear on that one. Number 20. Travel. Moving forward. Preparation for action. Discipline. Preparation for travel. Yeah, well, there does seem to be a theme with the travel, with the, getting to Epstein's Island and the private jets and all of that. So anyway, bottom line is, like I said in the beginning, we're looking at people who had access to a tremendous amount of money, and who were already wealthy, or had access to a lot of power. Of their own rights, they might not have been wealthy, but when we're talking church higher-ups, church officials, then again, nowadays, man, they tend to just bring it in. Remember that one guy, what's his name? Joel something? That guy that he had like 750 grand in the walls in the church, hidden in the walls. That's money laundering crap right there. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But one thing I can say for sure, Trump, and I feel for sure Dershowitz, and I feel for sure Les Wexler, and those are obvious, but Clinton and Bill Gates, very probable. And then the thing on the other side that I didn't even think of were church people. So that's I'm glad I popped out this deck for that. And we still have lots of cards left. But anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded. And we can always, look into it some more. So go ahead if you have questions. Okay. All right, you guys. Happy New Year. Bye.